and welcome back to my channel. I have something really fun for us today. Now, I know it's early, it's the end of March, but like I said on my previous video, it's this time of year where I am chomping at the bit for summer because I love summer. It's my favorite season. Well, as long as I have like a pool I can cool off in, or a lake I can cool off in, or some really good air conditioning. But I love the summer activities and I love making summer related primitive items. And so I have something really fun for us today. We are going to make some of these super cute American flags. They are grubby, they are dingy, they are old looking, it's all handmade, and then we attach a cute little tag with a rusty bell and rusty safety pin. So let's get going. Okay, so hopefully you can see me okay. Got a bit of a different setup. I am in my living room instead of my craft room in the basement. So to make the flags, you just need to have sticks. If you like wooden dowels instead, that will work great too. Try to get some that are straight. Okay, so each one of your sticks, you want to measure, let's see, is that one? Yep, about, this one is about a little over 10 inches. It depends on how long you want to have it. These ones right here are about 10 inches. And then different fabrics, and all my fabrics I get at Hobby Lobby, so you can find the same kind of fabric at Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Michael's, whatever kind of fabric store you have, or order it online. I got a couple different stars that I use on this flag right here. I did use this star fabric. Any kind of blue background with a white star will work fine. There's also this one. It kind of has some bigger stars and smaller stars. I use that one as well. And then this is just a red and white cotton fabric that I sometimes use. Today I'm going to use this one. This is a ticking fabric, and because this one has more of like a white background and I like more of the tea stain, they were out of it at Hobby Lobby, so I grunge it up anyway. I put my coffee mixture in it, and then I do add a little bit of starch because I like it to be a little bit more firmer, to where when it's in a vase or however you want it, they are not all curled up in a bunch. They kind of go out more straight. So now the measurements of the flag, the red and white fabric, is about 5 inches by, this one is about 4.5 inches. Really, you can make it as big or as small as you want. It doesn't really matter, as long as, you know, the width of it is a little bit more than the height of it is all that matters. So let's go ahead and get some fabric cut, and then we will begin. Okay, so I am just going to go ahead and fold my fabric in half just so that I can cut out multiple. Let's see what that measures. And that is about 5.5 inches wide, which I think will be good. Let me make sure that I got this. I think, yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut right here and make sure my fabric's lined up good. Then that way I know that it's straight. And really, if it's a little tiny bit off, it won't matter, because it's supposed to look old. That's at least what I always tell myself. It's supposed to look old and dingy and grubby and not brand new and perfect, right? All right, so this measures 18 inches, so we can cut out 4 of them if they each are 4.5. So I'm just gonna mark on here, 4.5, about right there. And right there. About right there. We'll go ahead and get this cut out. All right. And then we'll just go ahead and cut across the fold. All right, this will give us 8 flags then. There we go. All right. Now we can go ahead and cut out the stars that we need. We'll do this one. This is the fabric that I like. I'm gonna see where this one measures at. About right there. 2, about right here. All right, let me cut this out and then I can tell you measurements real quick. That looks pretty good. So the stars that I have cut out measure about 1 3/4 inches wide and about 1.5 inches long. So you can either hand stitch, which is what I did with this one, or you can use your machine. And you don't want to come all the way over to the edge because you are going to glue your stick to the side and then it kind of wraps around the stick. And I don't go all the way up either because I like a little bit of fraying. So probably about right there. I am going to, I think, use the sewing machine, even though I did do hand stitching on that. And maybe we'll just do a wide stitch and see how it looks. Okay, I'll get my sewing machine moved around here. Hopefully you can kind of see. I do have kind of a... Okay. And then if I don't like the looks of the machine doing it, then the next one I will just do by hand. Usually I like the looks of it by hand because then to me it just looks a little bit older. Oh, I think that looks really good. I am going to mix up now my coffee and starch mixture. I just use a little bit of cornstarch in my coffee mixture. So that's what we will do next. Okay, so all of this is just warm water, maybe about a tablespoon of instant coffee. You can put cinnamon in it. You can put some vanilla extract to give it a really good smell. This is just my basic mix, and then it has a sprinkle of cornstarch in it to stiffen it up. I am just going to put this in there. Now, some people, they take paintbrushes and brush it on. I don't have time for that, and I'm lazy. So I just dip it in. All right, so here's another hack. Some people just lay it out to dry. I actually put it in my microwave to dry it, and then I use my iron to press it down. Okay, so I usually do about 30 seconds and then flip it over, 30 seconds, flip it over, and I keep doing that till it's dry. When it was almost dry, I sprinkled it with a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of the instant coffee granules and kind of rubbed it in a little bit and then finished drying it. And then I take my iron and I press it down. So you can see that all the kind of grungy grubbiness on it. And then also it's pretty stiff because of the cornstarch. So all we're gonna do now is get our stick, and this is the one that I think I like the best. And we are going to glue along here onto it, right on that edge. Hopefully my glue stick our glue gun's heated up enough. I'm just gonna start up here at the top, except it wasn't quite warm enough all the way, but I think it will work. And then I'm just gonna work my way down. Because it's not heated up all the way, I didn't want it to cool off before I was able to get it on. So just gonna stretch it on down. And then the last little bit, there we go. And then my tags, oh, and also I just kind of roll it over the edge just a little bit. And then my tags that I use, I found some free images just looking online and printed them off. I had several different designs. And so we're going to use this one. And this is just a piece of the fabric from the flag also. And then Rusty safety pin and Rusty bell that we're just going to put on. And I usually do like a set of 3 when I sell them. And so I only put the tag with the Rusty bell on one of them. But you can place it wherever you want. I'm going to put mine kind of down below so it doesn't take away from the flag. And there you go. I'm going to continue to make all the rest of them. So thank you so much for joining me today and have a great day.